small negative, but he was just starting to get quite warm.
The fourth runner for Annabelle and Rob Archibald is Trapalanda, Alicia Collin.
They have so many of these imports that are stable and you can't read them half the time. So they can improve quickly. He's an Irish import, wasn't hopeless at his first start here, extra distance suits, and if there's any positivity about him in the market, I would certainly entertain. And he has stayed quite solid actually at the double figure mark.
He was a busy top horse when he walked to the yard. He never relaxed down at all. He was quite buzzy.
And we finally get to the two locals, Kasuki, Andrew Atkins on for Greg McFarlane.
Yeah, he gave it a sight for a while there at the Kensington track last start. He's trained here, and they thought enough of him to run him in Guineas and a Derby last prep, which is interesting.
He looked okay.
And all hunky-dory, number 18, Tyler Schiller on for Adam Duggan.
Yeah, another local going well for a lightly raced 8-year-old, held up and unlucky last start. And I don't know, he's certainly got some credentials.
He actually paraded really well. He's a nice style of horse, held good condition, paraded great.
Okay, so they're going to the gates for race 5 in 3 minutes. I'll give Corey 30 seconds. We might start with your late mail, Duff.
Yep, I'm with the unknown here, 14, 3, 2 and 7. With the Mr. Buster here from a good draw for Ash Morgan, Kieran Maher. I just like him up in distance, third up now. I'll lead his way in a very tough race. Sun God, blinkers on now, back a little distance. Appeal, So Dazzling looks the value runner, and Awesome Wonders also one odds that I could include those two mares there. Don't look badly placed. 14, 3, 2 and 7.
Okay, Corey, who have you ended up on?
Yeah, I'm with him as well, Mr. Buster. He's a really neat, nice top horse. He's very athletic. He was a little bit buzzy, but I think it's a good sign. And he did start to get a little bit warm, but I don't think that was too much of a negative. So yeah, number 14 for me, Mr. Buster.
Yeah, I'll echo those sentiments about Mr. Buster. I marked him favourite on Wednesday when assessing this race. A lot of Sydney form all ties in with each other. They were all hard to sort out, so I went looking for the Victorian form, and the horse on the way up, third up from the spell. Marked the favourite at $4.60. He was $5.50 after scratching this morning. He did get out to $7 and just trimmed back up to that $5.50. But overall, he's only the fourth best back runner in the race with tab.com already. So the market is a little bit against him, although he's trimmed up a little bit late. Cormac T is the most popular runner. $6 on opening, being $4.80 out to $5.50 today. He's now equal favourite. There with Mr. Buster. Sun God is a firm today, $7.50 into 6. It is the second best back runner overall. The best firm has been Junebug. I didn't see this money coming. I've got $26 on Wednesday. Good support for a Thursday, Friday into 11, and it's firm to get today, 11 into 9.50. So 26 into 9.50, now 9 overall for Junebug. It's been the best firm in the race. As good as Sober gets a $10 chance. It's in today from $13. All hunky dory was a spec early in the week, 15 into 8, soft today, back up to 12. And Trapalanda, another runner for the Annabelle and Rob Archibald stable. It's a $14 chance. There was some money for it around about the $19 mark this morning, but just sits there now as a $15 chance, getting out a bit. And one I must mention is So Dazzling. Brad Gray tipped it on form line earlier in the week. It's holding around the $15, $16 mark all week and runs a loser in our book. But just another update on the top of the market. Cormac T back into outright favouritism, $5, and he is the best back runner just in front of Sun God.
Okay, Shanny is down where, Corey?
It's the Narara Creek side.
That's right, down on the banks of the Narara Creek. Here's Chantel Buckley.
I'm down in the ditch too. Literally, I'm only meters away.
Just pull yourself up, Shanny. Everything will be all right.
I'm sinking. It's like quicksand down here. Cormac T is great. He looks really good. He's come beautifully here, second up, so that's always a positive. But Corey's on top selection, Mr. Buster. He hasn't gotten any worse, so I've been keeping a close eye on him. He just looks.
Sydney tracks are being given a rest for a couple of weeks. They were at Hawkesbury last Friday.
For Adam, a lovely big boy, quite impressive actually to look at there. So he was loving life as he cantered around to the barriers there, Mr. Hunky Dory. Junebug is in particularly good order, a last start winner, so she's looking to go back to back. Phillipsburg is absolutely flying at the moment. James has done a really good job with him. I know he's had tough few rods, but he just keeps turning up, looking really well each time you see him. Awesome Wonder. I think she looked pretty good first up, but she's made that natural improvement, which she was always going to. So she should definitely run a big race here. She's nice and calm. She's got a beautiful temperament about her, so she's looking really well just down the back, minding her own business. But all in all, every horse is in a tip-top order now.
All right, the most open race of the day here, Tim.
I have 3 equal favourites at $5.50. Sun God, the latest firm there, sits into 550, now takes over the reins as best back running in the race. And that long odds play for Junebug continues, it's into $8 from $26 bet on Wednesday.
Favourites, Sun God and Mr. Buster owned in the same interest. So Mr. Buster in the white hat and the original colours with Sun God. So Mr. Buster white hat.
There's Phillipsburg with Anona Costin. One run back since returning from a dual win at in Brisbane. Now, Shani, what's going on over at the start here?
We've got one that's caught up, and I think it's Cormac T. I'm just waiting for them to back him out. Yep, so he's quite a big boy, and I think he's got his leg caught up. So we're going to have a slight delay here. Just watching the barrier attendants trying to lift him out of the gates, basically. He's got himself in a very awkward spot. They were all getting set. There was only a couple to load, and he just overreacted and, as I said, got himself caught up there. So I'll give you an update in a moment.
Yeah, we can see, Corey, his legs at angles. They're not... Oh, look how he's...
Yeah, so what's happened now, I think he may have kicked out and got both of his back legs over the back gate. Sometimes they'll slip through, but sometimes they'll go over. They are pretty high, but when you've got a big horse and they get a bit restless and they do something like that,
yeah, you're exactly right, Corey, because now they've opened the front gates and he can't get through the front gates. So he's actually... The back gates are up underneath his belly.
Yeah, his flanks. So what happens if they go through the gate? It sort of cocks it through and then goes up over. But looking if he's got both of them over, I think he's lashed out both barrels. We say both barrels, both back legs, and he's kicked out that high that I think he's got his back legs over the back of the gate.
Yeah, it's an awkward situation. He'll be scratched. We know that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just to getting him out as a trick.
Yeah. Is he out, Shani?
He's out, yeah. He's okay.
Oh, okay,
but yeah, he definitely won't be going around. No. I think it could have been a very dire situation there for a moment. I was a little bit worried, but he's fine.
At 1:37, late scratching Cormac T, having been cast there in the gates. Number 9, a late scratching. So this will pave the way now for Sun God and Mr. Buster to go off the 2 favourites here. Junebug coming around. Junebug will be one of the last to move in along with Faye's Angels. The thriller there in the previous, End of the Dragon, wanted a nose over Hurstville Zagreb. Great return by him. Yes, the late scratching is Cormac T. Now, Awesome Wonder about to move in. Junebug is right. And Awesome Wonder now is coming up to the outside gate for the Tuies benchmark 78 over 2100. There's the light, ready to run. Stall 9 vacant with the favourite out, Cormac T. They're off and racing now. And Trapper Lander and All Hunky Dory jump well, as Good as Sober gets handy. Casual Connection's going to use the low draw and sit in a very prominent spot. Mr. Buster camps behind. Now, very wide out Junebug is staying in the centre part of the track and rolling forward as they come down to the judges' box the first time. Casual Connection, the grey All Hunky Dory, and Junebug is 3 out. Trapperlander's got a good spot, 4th on the rails. And as Good as Sober gets Parks on the outside. Mr. Buster now 3 fence inside, So Dazzling. Caught out wide our Bambino, then Kasuki, Faye's Angel, Sun God, Awesome Wonder, and Phillipsburg. Late scratching at the gates was number 9, Cormac T. They go to the far corner now, and Junebug was eventually able to clear the 2 on the inside, and Junebug leads, and Casual Connection goes to a clear second. The former Hong Kong horse, All Hunky Dory, is racing 3rd the outside. Our Bambino's cast wide. Then came As Good as Sober gets Trapperlander back on the rails in the blue jacket. 2 further back then to Kasuki. Mr. Buster, So Dazzling. Couple of lengths further back to Faye's Angels. On the inside is Sun God. And the last two, Awesome Wonder and Phillipsburg. They're inside the halfway mark now as they work down the back. Junebug by 3/4 to All Hunky Dory. Our Bambino's doing plenty of work. Kasuki quickly darts around the outside. The tempo really eased there. And Kasuki, one of the longer price runners, serves it up to Junebug. All Hunky Dory third. Our Bambino under the pump. Then Casual Connection. Sun God gets going in a wider position, trying to go around the field. As Good as Sober gets through the middle. Further back to Trapper Land, and now Mr. Buster drifting back a bit and being ridden up from So Dazzling, Faye's Angels, Awesome Wonder, and Phillipsburg is the last one. Kasuki leads around the final turn from All Hunky Dory. Junebug, as Good as Sober gets the outside. Then came Trapper Land, a Casual Connection. Sun God's only plotting inside the 200, and As Good as Sober gets, charges up on the outside, and As Good as Sober gets, rips away for a big win. Beats Kasuki and Junebug. All Hunky Dory fourth, then Trapper Land, a Casual.